there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So UCLA's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They'll try to pop the draw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Panthers' offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grab near the marker is Nicholson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Barrels ahead. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Gray. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make...
Turning it on! The 50, the 40, the 20, past the 10, touchdown Bruins! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Panthers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's great.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Nicholson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has all the makings of a high-scoring game. They've got it back trailing 14-13. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Nicholson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Yes, the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB,
Throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On fourth down, going to the air. They'll run the screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him. He's
open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit?
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the quick game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Picked off to stop the threat.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line, and you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Gray. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Jennings. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Got it behind the line, it's Jones.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They just keep firing. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he had just enough to will that one home. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They'll run play action. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Heaves it deep. It's caught. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He lets it fly. Makes a grab for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down,
and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. On target over the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Touchdown, Bruins. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets...
Breaks into the open. No, he got loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UCLA! And they turn it into a defensive score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to UCF. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job with the base defense making a play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And they tacked on the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the air. It's Law. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it for a big play. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bruins are in the red zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that.
Gashes him in the middle. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was...
There he goes. Picks up the first down. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. This is a designed run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Sends it back in motion. After the run, now to throw. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Finds his big tight end. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Caught close to the marker. It's Nicholson. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nicholson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Panthers are in the hurry up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Under fire. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way under the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Daly. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback may change this route. I'd advise just throwing this one away. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.